Alright guys, so you know I was having issues with the stock Mustang exhaust manifold, but I found that they do work, but I'm gonna have to redo my brake lines like I said in the last video. As you can see, I have my damn thing will focus. Let me see, that's my proportionary valve right there. That line I'm gonna have to make it shorter to fit back to send the brakes to the second proportionary valve I got right here. So I have to make that line smaller. And you can use the stock 5.0 manifolds. As you can see, I got it, but I have to redo the brake line. Just like I got to get the different type of master cylinder, because I have to get the master cylinder where the fittings are on the left side compared to it being on the right side. So I have to do that, but it works for the AJE, thank God, because I was thinking about getting the long tube headers, but I'm like, I already invested shoot, I already invested in these stock headers, so now I know that they work, and I still gotta basically do the driver's side, the passenger side, where I have to notch the part of the frame. Well, as most of y'all saw in my last video, that my my passenger side header was not gonna freaking basically get in. I couldn't install it from here due to this little bit of gap. Well, I shouldn't say gap, like the frame was out, so I think I pushed it back in maybe half an inch. So I basically cut a piece of the metal. I probably should have recorded earlier, but I was just in the mood to just get this thing done. So I basically cut a piece of metal, and then I welded it back inside of the existing frame rail. Then I just did some slots and I banged it in, and then you just saw me, I basically just welded it back up, still using the original metal that was here. Here's some booger welds, but I'm about to grind it down, and then whatever wasn't good, re-weld over it, grind it down, make it look good. But yeah, this is just one of those things you gotta do for this Coyote swap. So yeah, if you want to use the stock Mustang headers, this is only if you're using the stock Mustang headers with the AJE front coilover setup. I don't know about any other headers because everybody's setup is different. There's so many different variables that could work, doesn't work. Even one guy online said he used the Fox body Coyote headers and those work. So honestly, until you try it, you won't know. Because I was gonna get a Doug header, but I said shoot, I already paid 80 bucks for the stock Mustang ones. Why not use it? I'm trying to do this whole Coyote build on the budget. So if I gotta make things work, I'm gonna make it work. And then also another thing I forgot to show you. I went to the junkyard. I think it was a 05 Mustang, and the 05 Mustangs use the thingy, that oil adapter. It uses that. So if you want to go to a junkyard, I'm gonna pay probably like $2 for it. Say if you don't want to pay 10 bucks online plus shipping, you go to the junkyard, take off the oil filter, get you a let me tell you what size it is. Hold on, I'll put the filter back on. Get you a T, I guess that'd be a T12 then, the one on the far right, the HW12 one. Get one of those. You go to the junkyard, take it off, and get it for a lot cheaper than going online. So I paid $2 for that. So, and then on top of that, I'm gonna work on the master cylinder, and I'll probably have a separate video for that because I got chase fittings down, but it's not too bad. But yeah, more to come. Stay tuned. Peace. All right, so here is the little indentation mod I did for my frame rail. Hopefully that should do it, because I'm not going to take the engine back out for this. I'm probably just banging that little spot of the freaking exhaust manifold. Now the next thing I want to do before I even put the engine back in is get my master cylinder situation. And since I'm going to be running what is that, 93 Ford Thunderbird master cylinder. But the thing with that master cylinder, let me show you. All right, so this is the master cylinder part number I'm using from I think a 93 Ford Thunderbird. But this is it right here. As you can see, you got the ports facing the driver's side fender compared to this one where the hoses are fitting on the passenger side. But this is dual. Now I just got to find the block off ports to block these two, so I could run both of these two lines right here. And basically it's the 10 and 12 millimeter lines, bubble flared. So you have to get the bubble flare line. I could show you the part number if you like. So here's the 12, I think it's the 12 one. Nope, this is the 10 bubble flare one. So this is the one that goes in the back. And here's a Napa part number if you want. And here's the 12 one. Here's the part number if you want. See the 12 millimeter one, 3/16, 3/8. So yeah, these are the two lines you're gonna need. So now I just gotta plumb this out now and find the block off port. So more to come. All right, folks. So I have gotten the engine in, and I'm still working on my master cylinder, but let me show you underneath. So just trying to show that I'm using my stock. Well, I wouldn't say I'm using my stock. I bought these 80 bucks, like I said previously. But yeah, you can use the stock Mustang manifold headers if you like, if you don't want to spend that $500. But if you remember my last video, I had to do that notch in the frame. As you can see, I have done it, and it's not touching. I still got to bolt it up, but it's not touching at all. And once I bolt it up, it's going to be excellent. But you have to make that notch right here if you want the stock Mustang headers to work, if you don't want to spend the $500 on the dugs or whatnot. But I just wanted to give you an update on that. But yeah, now I still got to figure out this issue right here about my damn blower motor touching the sensor. I'm guessing that's a knock sensor. I got to figure that out still, and you already know I got to finish up figuring out my brake situation. But overall, the motor is in. I'm not taking this thing back out too many times. Kind of gets tired of doing it. But yeah, hopefully this helps anybody that's trying to do this on a budget, or yeah, budget friendly swap. But yeah, more to come. Stay tuned. Peace.